Thanksgiving. The word alone conjures images of warmth, laughter, and the comforting aroma of roasted turkey and pumpkin pie. It's a day meant for gratitude, for family, for togetherness. But what happens when the people who are supposed to love you the most decide you're not worth their time? What happens when your family ditches you on Thanksgiving? That's exactly what happened to me. And let me tell you, it wasn't just a slap in the face, it was a full-on betrayal. But here's the twist. They didn't just regret it, they instantly regretted it. And by the end of this story, you'll understand why. So grab a cozy blanket, maybe a cup of hot cocoa, and let's dive into the wildest, most emotional Thanksgiving story you've ever heard. I've noticed only 98% of you who watch haven't subscribed. Come on, guys, show some love and support. Thanks a bunch to those who have already subscribed. My name's Alex, and I've always been the glue of my family. You know the type, the one who plans the holidays, coordinates the schedules, and makes sure everyone's happy. I'm the one who remembers birthdays, sends thoughtful texts, and shows up when it matters. But this year, something shifted. Maybe it was the stress of adulthood, or maybe it was just bad timing. But my family decided to pull the ultimate move. They left me out of Thanksgiving, and not just left me out, they ditched me. Like full on, we're going somewhere else and you're not invited kind of ditching. At first I was hurt, like deeply hurt, but then something inside me snapped. I wasn't going to sit around feeling sorry for myself. Oh no, I was going to turn this disaster into the most unforgettable Thanksgiving of my life. And spoiler alert, it worked. By the time the night was over, my family was begging for forgiveness. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start at the beginning. The setup. It all started about a week before Thanksgiving. I was texting my mom, trying to finalize the plans. "What time should I come over?" I asked. Her response, "Oh, honey, we're actually not doing Thanksgiving at home this year. We're going to your aunt's house." "Okay, fine. I can roll with that." But then she dropped the bomb. And, it's kind of a small gathering, just immediate family. Immediate family, I'm her child. How much more immediate can you get? I tried to brush it off. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. But then my sister called. "Hey, Alex, just so you know, Mom and Dad are coming to Aunt Linda's and, well, it's kind of a tight space. We thought it'd be better if you just stayed home this year." Stayed home? On Thanksgiving? I couldn't believe it. I felt like I'd been kicked out of the family group chat, literally and figuratively. The emotional roller coaster. At first I was devastated. I mean, who wouldn't be? Thanksgiving is supposed to be about family, and mine had just told me I wasn't welcome. I spent the next few days wallowing in self-pity. I cried. I ate an entire pint of ice cream. I even considered canceling Thanksgiving altogether. But then something shifted. I realized I had two choices. I could either let this break me, or I could turn it into an opportunity. And that's when I decided to take matters into my own hands. The plan. I wasn't going to let my family ruin my Thanksgiving. No way. If they didn't want me at their table, fine. I'd create my own. And not just any table, a Thanksgiving feast that would put theirs to shame. I started planning immediately. I reached out to friends who didn't have plans, co-workers who were staying in town, and even a few neighbors I'd always wanted to get to know better. I told them, this isn't just a dinner, it's a celebration of chosen family. And you know what? They were all in. The execution. The day of Thanksgiving arrived, and I was up at the crack of dawn. I roasted a turkey, whipped up mashed potatoes, made homemade cranberry sauce, and even baked a pecan pie from scratch. My apartment was filled with laughter, music, and the smell of delicious food. It was perfect. But the best part? The people. My friends showed up with side dishes, desserts, and bottles of wine. We played games, shared stories, and toasted to the beauty of chosen family. It was, without a doubt, the best Thanksgiving I'd ever had. The twist. But here's where it gets interesting. Around 7 p.m., my phone started blowing up. It was my family. "Alex, where are you?" my mom asked. "We're at Aunt Linda's and, well, it's not what we expected." Turns out Aunt Linda's small gathering was a disaster. The turkey was dry, the kids were screaming, And my aunt's new boyfriend was, let's just say, not a hit with the family. My mom sounded desperate. We miss you. Can you come over? I paused for a moment, letting the weight of her words sink in. Then I smiled. Actually, Mom, I'm kind of in the middle of something, but you're welcome to join me if you want. I gave her my address, and within an hour, my entire family was standing at my doorstep, looking sheepish and carrying half-eaten pies. The resolution. I could have been petty. I could have turned them away, but instead I welcomed them in. After all, Thanksgiving is about forgiveness, right? We squeezed everyone around the table, and for the first time in years, my family actually seemed happy. They apologized for ditching me, and I forgave them. But I also made it clear that from now on, Thanksgiving would be at my place. And you know what? They agreed. So what's the moral of the story? Sometimes life throws you a curveball, and sometimes that curveball is your family ditching you on Thanksgiving. But here's the thing. You have the power to turn it around. You can choose to let it break you, or you can choose to rise above it and create something beautiful. And who knows, you might just end up with the best Thanksgiving ever. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment telling me about your wildest holiday experience. And remember, no matter what life throws at you, you've got this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.